Algebra of functions are the ways we can combine two functions together via the four main arithmetic operations. So we're going to let f and g be functions. Then f plus g, f minus g, f times g, and f divided by g are going to be defined as follows. F plus g of x is just f of x plus g of x, just the two functions adding together. F minus g of x is just f of x minus g of x, and be mindful with the minus sign here, it needs to distribute to the second function. F times g of x is just f of x times g of x, and then f divided by g of x is just f of x divided by g of x. So we're going to take all four of these algebra functions and we're going to apply them to our example here. F of x is x squared plus 2x, and g of x is 3x squared minus 1. So let's start off with f plus g of x. So f plus g of x is just f of x plus g of x. So that's going to be x squared plus 2x plus 3x squared minus 1. And we don't really need the parentheses, so we can kind of just drop them. So x squared plus 2x plus 3x squared minus 1. And just combine the like terms, which is just the x squared and the 3x squared, which will give us 4x squared. And then 2x and 1 just get tagged along. And here is f plus g of x. Next, we're going to do subtraction. So f minus g of x is just f of x minus g of x. And so we're going to put in our two functions. X squared plus 2x minus 3x squared minus 1. Now the parentheses do matter here because of the minus sign, so we're going to distribute this minus sign to everything in the following parentheses. So x squared plus 2x, because I don't need the parentheses here anymore, then minus 3x squared plus 1. And now I'm just going to combine like terms, so the x squared and the negative 3x squared is going to give me negative 2x squared. And then the 2x and the 1 just get brought along. And there is f minus g of x. Next, we're going to do multiplication rule. So f times g of x is just f of x times g of x. So when we put our two functions in, we're going to have x squared plus 2x, and then 3x squared minus 1. And then we're just going to distribute. So we're going to get, let's see here, x squared times 3x squared is going to give us 3x to the fourth. Then x squared times negative 1 is negative x squared. Then 2x times 3x squared is going to give us 6x cubed. And then 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. And this is our answer, but it's kind of in the wrong order, so we can just rewrite it in the correct descending order. So 3x to the fourth plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 2x. And there is f times g of x. Now last, we're going to do f over g of x. So that just means f of x divided by g of x. And so it's as simple as how it is written. So we're just going to do our first function, f of x, x squared plus 2x divided by 3x squared minus 1. If you can factor it down, you do. Try to simplify it, but since you cannot do that in this case, we don't. So that will be our final answer for f divided by g. And these are your 4 algebra functions.